Alright, hey everyone. Today I'm going to be walking you through my e-commerce backend code. We're going to start in the package.json just to see what we need to do. Uh, First, we're going to seed the database with node, or we can use npm run seed and it'll just run the script for us. And then we can do npm run start, which will start the server. But before we do any of that, we got to go into our mySQL console and run the schema for this, which is gonna be database schema.sql. So let's do mysql -u root -p. It's gonna ask for our password. Type that in real quick. Now we're in our MySQL console. We're gonna do source db/schema.sql, and we need that semicolon. That's going to run our schema file. So we can just quit this MySQL console. And so that's going to run our schema SQL file right here, which is going to drop our database and then create a new one. Now that we have a new database, we're going to seed it with some data. And if we look at our package.json, like I said, we're going to use that seed script. So in order to run that, we can say npm run seed. And that's going to seed our database. And then we can start it with either node server.js to type it all manually, or we can just run the start script. And that's going to start our server. And our server is connected to our database and is seeded with data, which we just did before this. So now we can open up Insomnia and actually check that our routes and everything are working and are, manipulating our data. So let's try our get routes first, just for everything. This is going to get all tags, all categories, and all products. Let's start with tags. If we fetch for that, you'll see that we get all of our tags with the associated product data and category data. Then if we get our categories, it'll do the same thing. It returns all the categories and their associated data. Same thing with product. It'll fetch our products for us and its associated data. Now let's try getting a specific product. See here we're getting product with an ID of 2. If we send for that, it successfully sends a response of a product with an ID of 2. If we try that with category, we'll get another response in return. Get categories 2. Try it with tags. This time we'll try tags with an ID of 3. And you'll see that we'll get the tags with ID of 3. Okay. Now let's try making a post. And you'll see I have this data here, product name basketball with a $200 price, 3 in stock, these tag IDs. And you'll see that if we go to our products that we just made a get for, there is no basketball in here. And so when we send a post to add that basketball, we get a 200 response that it was added. And then same thing with the category. Let's say we want to add, let's change this to soaps for no reason, right? We'll get another 200 response saying that we're good. Let's go to tags. Cute. Get another 200 response. It was added. And then that's got an ID of 9. So if we just want to check that real quick, we can search for our tags with an ID of 9. And there it is. There's cute. Okay. Now if we go to put, let's say we want to change our tag that we just made for cute, and we want to change it to ugly. Send that. We get a 1 as a response because I mean that's just what it for like saying it's okay. Category, it's all the same stuff. I'll just hit send here. Get another good response. Products, get another good response. And then if we go to delete, for instance, we do products. I mean, these are all set to 1, so if we just send all of these, we get a 200 response, 200 response, and a 200 response. And then just to verify that we did delete all those product categories and tags with an ID of 1, we can come and check for them over here. See, it's not returning anything because there's no product, there's no category, so we're not getting anything. And there's no tag, so we don't get anything. So yeah, that is my e-commerce backend. All of the routes and models are working. They're connected to the database, and they're making the right queries and mutations. So perfect. All the CRUD operations are working.